Hello and welcome to my channel. You know, a few months back I was sitting around with my friends over at Fanboy Cantina and with JSpy, and we were talking about what I do on my channel. At that point, somebody said it would probably be too difficult for them to do customizing, and I was shocked. I was like, you know what, anybody can do this. I'm just an old dude who just gets together a couple of pieces of things, some paint, and I put together some stuff. So I told them, I said, you know, pretty much anybody can do it, and to prove the fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down this challenge. So I told my friends, I said, you know what, look, let's come back in about a month or so and put together a project, you know, like some sort of vignette that shows off like an action figure that we like, and or, you know, a custom that we've put together, and we're going to come back and we're going to evaluate what they've done. And it's just for fun, but you know what, we did come up with a scale of 1 to 4 to measure this progress, with 1 being average, 2 being above average, 3 being extraordinary, and 4 being superior. So today we are going to evaluate what they've done with the creativity, how they kind of put things together, maybe innovative painting techniques or set design, or maybe the engineering of some sort of like prop. And we're also going to be looking at the technical aspect, which is going to talk about how they did that project, what type of technical expertise was needed to get that creativity that they put together. So I hope you stay with us. I hope you enjoy this. We're going to continue the judging on Saturday night with some special guest judges over at the Fanboy Cantina channel. So I hope you take this joy ride with us, and I hope you just maybe learn something about perhaps any hesitations you have about customizing or putting something together based on what you see here today. So without any further ado, let's take a look at some of the submissions that I got from my friends.
JSpy 25.
In the 1970 sequel to Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the ape army led by General Ursus descends upon the nuclear bomb-worshipping mutants in what was once New York City. In this scene I'm recreating, the apes attempt to pull down and destroy the mutants' god, the Alpha Omega bomb. Shortly after Mego had announced the release of the Mutant in their line of 8-inch action figures, someone had mentioned building the cathedral, but that did not happen. That's probably what planted the seed. I've also been designing and 3D printing accessories for Planet of the Apes, and I had started on the Alpha Omega bomb and control panel when the contest was announced, so things just seemed to fit. I used Mego 8-inch action figures, including a customized Dr. Zaius. I 3D designed and printed the Alpha Omega bomb, the bomb control panel which lights up, windows, the backpacks for the apes, and the guns. For reference, I looked at a lot of screen grabs, videos, behind-the-scene pictures, anything to get details and a sense of size. Sometimes printing can take days. Like the 3D design, research for the Mutant Cathedral included a lot of references, including the movie Hello, Dolly. The cathedral is mostly rock flow and stone, but still retains some of the remnants of the original building that I wanted to make sure I included, like the railing, stained glass dome, and the windows. I used foam insulation for most of the construction, using a hot foam cutter and knife to cut and shape the pieces. I also used some Sculpt-A-Mold for the cracks. Packing paper was used for some of the rock walls. For the painting process, I started with a coat of black, then gray, then finally dry brushed some white highlights. Why Hello, Dolly as a reference? Because the Mutant Cathedral is built on top of a major set from that film.
Okay, this is the Mr. C entry in the Crafter Challenge in 2 minutes or less. I'm starting on the actual roof here because I am a one-trick pony, and all I felt I was able to do for the Crafter Challenge was build a Mego-sized replica of my actual life-size operation I have here. I've successfully not fallen off the ladder, so I'm off to a good start. We can see I have some bamboo walls and some lighting. So as I come to the actual product, we'll see that the curtains are replicated to the real-life curtains. We're definitely Mego-size friendly inside. We'll note the life-size diver helmet with Frankenstein hanging out just outside is replicated by the mini-sized diver helmet with Frankenstein. And as far as the lights, there's one light switch, here's two light switches, and let's go 3 for 3, 3 light switches. The only other thing I'll add is a through the roof shot. I replicated the roofing in a diamond grid pattern, and then I had hinges on the roof. This is the same roofing material that's on the actual roof, and I'm glad Crafter issued the Crafter Challenge to challenge me to be a one-trick pony from life size to Mego size. So good luck to all my fellow competitors in the Crafter Challenge. This has been fun, and this is Mr. C signing off. This is the completion of my entry in the challenge.
The idea for my project came when Mego released the Deathstroke action figure. Once they did, I thought, man, I've got to put together a Nightwing, and then maybe a diorama so I can get some really cool shots of Nightwing and Deathstroke engaged in some epic battles. So I picked up a head from James Rogovoy, and you know, the sculpt was spot on. And the paint application, I tried something new on this one. I painted the hair blue, and then I washed it with a black, and it really turned out similar to what the effect was in the comic book. So I was really, really pleased with that. But you know what? The outfit was a challenge because Nightwing has a couple of armor pieces, and I really didn't know how I was going to get that armor set up on him. So a friend of mine gave me some material last Christmas called Warbler. He and his wife use it because they're in theater production in schools, and the Warbler material worked out really well for the Nightwing armor. And I did a whole video on that, and it came out great. The last piece of my vision was going to be this diorama. You know, I thought I'm going to put together like an alley scene that where Deathstroke and Nightwing could fight, maybe even throw in Batman. So I kind of like scoured the internet looking for stuff, and I found some really cool ideas, and I kind of just put them all together in a diorama where I can go ahead and create some of the scenes that I envisioned for my Deathstroke, Batman, and Nightwing.
This is my custom Star Wars Black Series Koudu Sith Bandit Leader action figure. It's based on a character in Star Wars Visions on Disney Plus in the episode known as The Duel. It's a black and white animated feature where the main color is actually lightsabers. I picked up this head from Watto's Scrapyard, thought about what body to use. At first chose Asajj Ventress. I did it wrong right from the get-go. I tried dyeing the figure for the first time. Didn't come out how I thought it would. Ended up having to paint over it. But with the head sculpt, that part was fantastic. Really liked how that turned out. Once I had that head, though, I tried matching it with the now painted body, and it just didn't look right. I tried accessories on it. The neck post seemed a little too long, which I could have filed down or whatever. It just didn't seem like the right fit. So then I tried the Ahsoka Tano Black Series action figure, painted that, and it came out, I think, quite well. As for the background, I thought about different options, and I decided to paint the background. It seemed to fit with the animated nature of the source material. Obviously, I'm not an illustrator or painter, but I thought it'd be something different to try. For an extra effect, I have these red LED swords, and now I paired that with this action figure, and now I've got that light effect. I've got that light effect of the red lightsaber shining upon the black and white character. Getting up close, now you can see the reflection of the lightsaber on the mask, and the mask has that Joker-like kind of design, the teeth showing, all the more menacing. To get a smoke effect in some of the pictures, I picked up the Zero Blaster toy, and you gotta time it kind of just right or just be lucky. But it, you know, a little bit of fun, a little bit of extra effect in the pictures. This was a challenge for me. I don't typically customize action figures, but I like how it turned out. Thanks for watching.